We're back, boys and ghouls and otherworldly beings. We took a break from it for Longbox's 10th anniversary, but it's here again! The Longbox of the Damned Bumper Contest! For the next month and a half, you can submit your own short bumpers to be seen in one of the 31 Longbox of the Damned episodes coming this October. If you're unfamiliar with the concept, a bumper is a short clip, an eye catch or ident meant to identify a show or company, sometimes just to indicate a commercial break. And for several years, fans have been submitting them as the stingers for Longbox videos. From now until September 1st, you can submit your own bumper to be shown. You can do it in any style: CGI, 2D animation, live action, etc. Hell, you can even just have a still image if you want, but be aware, there's less of a chance of a still image on its own to be picked. It's not impossible, but I tend to prefer stuff that's actually in motion. I recommend at least putting in some music over the image. The bumper can tell a story, just be some creepy, ominous atmospheric shots, doesn't matter, as long as it follows the rules we're laying out in this video. The bumpers cannot be longer than 15 seconds. You can be shorter than that, but 15 seconds is the maximum time. It's supposed to be short, so keep it short. Longbox episodes don't tend to be very long anyway, so we don't want half the video to be taken up by the bumper. You can enter as many times as you want, but be aware, only one of your entries will be picked. If you were hoping to tell a story over the course of multiple bumpers, that's great, but only one of those will be picked, so people might miss some context. I'll only use multiple bumpers if we get less than 31 entrants, but in the years I started doing this, that's never happened. Feel free to include some self-promotion in the bumper. I am using content you created for it, so I want to make sure that you're given credit and people can follow up on any other projects or your own channel or whatever. Just try to keep it non-intrusive. An end card, a watermark in the corner, that sort of thing. It must feature the Longbox of the Damned logo in some way. This is still a bumper for Longbox after all. Last year, we premiered a new Longbox logo, but the original is still acceptable. Links to download high-quality PNG versions of both logos can be found in the video description below. Feel free to be creative about how you include it. It's been made out of Legos, clay, etc. Or hell, just slap it in somewhere at the end. It doesn't matter as long as it's there. The bumper must be Halloween or horror related in some way. It doesn't have to be a frightening bumper, like a jump scare or something, but it needs to match the spoopy season. Use common sense about stuff you'd see in horror material or during Halloween. Now, I mentioned the jump scare a second ago. I'd prefer you didn't do that just for the sake of my more sensitive viewers, but I'm not outright banning them. It's just not what I'm looking for. No nudity, and try not to be too graphic. Blood and guts are fine, it's horror after all, but once again, use common sense and try not to get my video demonetized. It can't be something you already produced for another project. Sorry, but I'm not interested in your leftovers. You can film a skull for 10 seconds while thunder crashes in the background and it might get in. I need at least that much effort. No copyrighted footage or music unless it's less than 7 seconds long. YouTube is still being YouTube, and I don't want to get a content ID claim or a copyright strike because of your bumper. Entries should be sent to Linkara@AtopTheFourthWall.com with the subject line, Longbox Bumper Contest. It should contain either a YouTube link or some kind of link to a file sharing service like Google Drive or Dropbox. MP4 is preferred, but it's not a hard and fast rule. You can make the bumper public if you want, but if you want to keep it a secret from viewers, make it unlisted, which means people can only see it if they have the link. Any bumpers that don't make it into the regular 31 Longbox of the Damned episodes will be shown off in a video compiling them all together sometime after Halloween is done. Usually it's around the time of the next bumper contest, so, sorry it's taken so long for 2021 bumper contest entries to come out. If you'd like some inspiration, feel free to check out the numerous other bumper compilations done over the years. I've been showing them off in the background of this video. I will always reply back to acknowledge that I received the bumper, but I apologize if I don't reply right away. Feel free to leave a comment with any other questions you might have, and I'll try to get back to you as soon as possible. Thank you for your continued support, and I look forward to seeing what you guys come up with this year. I get a rush anytime I see that I received a new one. And of course, you can see the results of the contest starting on October 1st with this year's Longbox of the Damned.